Crimes committed against India and Hindus in the guise of Khalistani referendum have significantly increased, not only in India but also worldwide. Hindu temple vandalism has witnessed spike since the start of 2023, and persons of Indian descent have been targeted in nations like Australia, Canada and the United Kingdom. Recently, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi, during his visit to Australia, brought up the matter of vandalism of Hindu temples in Australia. A report.
Anti-India and anti-Hindu crimes by pro-Khalistanis have considerably escalated, not just in India, but all across the world in the name of Khalistani referendum. Since the beginning of 2023, Hindu temples have seen a spurt in vandal attacks, and people of Indian origin have been attacked in countries like Australia, Canada and the United Kingdom. In the last 4 months, 4 Hindu temples in Australia and 2 Hindu temples in Canada have been vandalized and defaced with anti-Hindu and anti-India slogans. When the Australian Prime Minister visited India in March, he emphasized that his country would not take lightly any attacks on places of worship. This was the month when a major Hindu temple in the city of Brisbane, Sri Lakshmi Narayan Temple, was vandalized. The walls of the temple was defaced with graffiti by pro-Khalistani supporters. In January, 2 other instances were reported. The Sri Shiva Vishnu Temple in Carrum Downs was painted with anti-Hindu graffiti, and another temple in Mill Park was defaced with both anti-India and anti-Hindu graffiti. The Indian government has taken up this issue strongly with his Australian and Canadian counterparts. Recently, during his visit to Australia, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi raised the issue of vandalism of Hindu temples in Australia.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया में मंदिरों पर होने वाले हमलों और अलगाववादी तत्वों की गतिविधियों के संबंध में हमने पहले भी बात की थी और आज भी हमने बात की है। भारत और ऑस्ट्रेलिया के सौहार्दपूर्ण रिश्तों को कोई भी तत्व अपने विचारों या अपने एक्शन से आघात पहुंचाए, ये हमें स्वीकार्य नहीं है।
The pro-Khalistan separatists settled abroad are making repeated attempts to grab the attention of the world Sikh community by indulging into violence. The Indian diaspora has been continuously facing threats from such brainwashed Khalistani sympathizers who are being funded by ISI. Various organizations in Punjab have already condemned the activities of pro-Khalistan outfits and called for strict action against those propagating anti-Indian movement. In January, the Indian High Commission in Canberra issued a strongly worded denunciation of the attacks, blaming pro-Khalistan organizations like Sikhs for Justice. Sikhs for Justice is a United States-based group seeking a separate homeland for Sikhs, a Khalistan in India's Punjab. As of July 2019, Indian agencies were pursuing 12 criminal cases and had detained 39 people associated with the Sikhs for Justices in India. And now its presence has been growing in countries like Australia and Canada, with attacks on Hindus and temples growing.
This is really very unfortunate that these Khalistani separatist elements as well as extremists and terrorists from different countries have become far more active in recent times, and we have seen their nefarious activities playing out in India and in the Western countries, especially be it Australia, be it Canada, be it UK, or be it for that matter United States of America. I think they even allowed them some kind of a thing called referendum and whatnot. I mean, these are illegal kind of things that are happening, and they should be stopped by these governments. So I believe that there has been a certain kind of complicity or looking the other way by these governments, which is absolutely unacceptable, because these are the kind of things that eventually are going to bite them as well. So it is important that India's territorial integrity and sovereignty must be duly respected by those nations, and they must take all the actions.
Although a huge force and money is being pushed in to destroy the youth and hamper peace in India, assertive vigilance and several crackdowns leading to multiple arrests have been able to contain the anti-India activities happening at the commands of Islamabad. The new generation in Punjab has totally rejected Pakistan's malicious propaganda and has opposed any such move that divides people along lines of faith. Hence, Islamabad should now understand that it cannot achieve its goal of forming a separate Khalistan either through conventional war or through other conspiracies.